Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, GreenDesert.org here. We are talking about the heat. And I'm telling you, the heat already has me ready to go to sleep. I want to go inside. So imagine how our plants feel. They're melting too. So that's why I'm here with Vynnie the gardener. Vynnie is the garden manager over at Community Tire Salsa Garden. And Vinny's job is to make everything happy, right? Pretty much, right?
Yep.
So I have to tell you, I've been talking with Vynnie today, and what I love is the way you feel about plants. And your bottom line is, you say, how are they really any different than us? They're all entities,
Exactly.
right? So it's hot.
Yeah.
We're already sweating, and we've been sitting here for like 30 seconds.
Right.
All right, so the plants can't go inside. I can close myself up into the AC, right? That's what all of us will do. What do we do for the plants?
Also, for them, we're kind of doing the same thing. Instead of taking them indoors with us, we want to basically create the indoors outdoors for them. So we're only going indoors for 3 reasons. We're going to get out of the sun, you know, protection. So just basically a protection from the sun. We're trying to change the climate that we're dealing with, and then we're trying to refresh. So those are the 3 main things we're trying to do for our plants in extreme weather like this. When we're above the 115s, headed towards the 120s, as I like to call it.
Did you say that out loud?
When we get into Vynnie season, that's the problem. Whenever I run inside, I go outside.
Right.
So, but that's what we're doing, okay? So one, we want to protect the plants.
Okay, so number 1 is protect the plants.
Protect the plants, so we can shade them. So you can like us, we've got the shade covers. You can do something like that. You got patio umbrellas. Use those where you can. Now the main thing is we're shading them from that west exposure, that afternoon exposure.
Okay.
So even like here, you can see I actually created a simple little structure, just some old wooden stakes. I used some binder clips from the office, and this is my frost cover from winter. Now you can get shade screen and stuff like that. That works great for some things you want to get more exposure, but something you really want to protect, you can just use something like frost cover. I like it because it's breathable and it was designed to be outside.
Well,
so
and you use something you already have.
You've already got it. You just put it away 6 months ago. Or for us, you probably put it away 2 years ago.
Yesterday. No.
Right? I know, right?
Because yesterday it was cold and today it's not.
That's it. Yeah. So one, just protecting them from the sun. That's us going indoors.
Okay.
Number 2, we want to change. We want to replenish, refresh.
Okay.
So we go inside. First thing we do, we cool off and we get something to drink.
Yes.
And we just, we start to take off the layers just to cool off.
Right.
So that's one thing we also want to do. So sometimes it's better just you start to water your plants a little more.
Okay.
And then on occasion, give them a nice spray, because also in the summertime we get lots of dust and so forth.
Right.
You want to rinse off that dust too. So you're going to give them that refresh. That's give them a little shower, and then you're going to give them that extra boost of water. Also,
now, how do you know how much of more of a boost to give them?
Sometimes that's a learned practice. Like how much milk do you give a baby? Again, young entities, little entities we're trying to take care of. So how much water do you give a puppy? So it's a practice. You learn it. But for the most part, however, if you got a current watering schedule, I always say just add one more that day.
Okay.
And then I always say the 5 degrees hotter it gets, you go from every other day to every day to add another cycle a day. So let's say you water at 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday when it was nice. Then you go, okay, 6 a.m. in the morning every day. Then you go 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. every day.
Got it.
So you're kind of upping that level. But you never water more. You're still watering, let's say 1 water can, but you're just, you're adding that extra cycle.
Okay.
The volume stays the same because the plant's still the same. It's 1 baby.
Right.
So you only give baby 1 bottle. You don't I'll just give them 2 bottles at once. I don't want to burp that baby. So
you burping the baby,
right?
Vynnie. I'm not burping the baby.
Exactly, yeah. So that's what we're doing. So, and also replenishing compost tea. That's my favorite. I don't get too much into a lot of fertilizers and specifics. I just go compost tea, all natural.
And before, as you're talking about the compost, because a lot of people don't understand the difference in the compost and fertilizer, and you really broke it down.
Yeah.
Putting it as humans.
Yeah.
So break that down for us. What's the difference?
Just like humans, so feeding your plants fertilizer, that's basically trying to make them survive off of supplements and supplements and vitamins.
Okay.
So you're trying to feed them supplements and vitamins and energy packs.
Okay.
Or how about we just cook and make a nice sandwich? So
okay,
you can eat an all natural healthy meal, a home cooked meal, compost tea, or I can go get this fertilizer. They need nitrogen, and they need a little bit more potassium, and they need a little bit more of this. I don't want to chase that. Plus, I got to go spend money on that.
Right.
Compost tea, I'm making my own compost pile, and I just make a tea out of it. So that's just it. So nice and easy, and it's right there, and I can just go get it done and be good with it. And I don't have to worry about the measurement either. Do you ever worry about some kid eating too much of a sandwich?
That's true.
Either way, he's going to eat the sandwich, take a nap at best, or he eats half the sandwich and saves it for later. But he's not going to get sick and get weird, reactions from eating too much of a meal.
Got it.
At best, he's going to go to sleep and sleep it off.
That's what we want. So,
exactly.
Okay, so number one, we're going to go back. We said protect.
Protect them.
Number two is hydrate them.
Yep, hydrate them and you replenish.
Right.
And then lastly, we want to create that climate. Indoors is just cooler.
Yes.
Right? So
So
it's
how
just
do you bring
cooler.
the AC to the outside?
Easy. So you just get the big old thing at Home Depot and you roll it out the...
Stop it!
No, you crack the door a little and just...
And give the plants and we suffer.
Your electric bill is high anyway, so what's another $100, right? No.
He doesn't mean that.
So you're trying to change the climate. And like with us, we know around us, we're just surrounded by plants. And you notice the difference when you walk in from the sidewalk, it's that much cooler. But also the plants actually generate more of this airflow.
So the more plants there are together, the cooler it makes the environment?
Yep, and they're going to call it a microclimate. You hear that word, microclimate.
Okay.
That's the big word. So you're creating a microclimate. So you can either plant more plants around, or I like to say, I like to go and just start planting now. People go, why are you planting in the summer? Because I'm creating more microclimate and layers of microclimate. So I'll plant in May, I'll do a planting in June, I'll do a planting in July, and in August. So each month I've got something coming up at different phases. Like I can do sunflowers. I can just do sunflowers to just, again, protect and also create more microclimate. Okay. But I'm going to plant something that's more beneficial. So my favorite, it's okra season. I'm going to be planting okra every month. And okra, you'll be harvesting, like we would plant okra now. That same batch of plants will be harvesting from November, December. We'll go all the way into December, even January if we don't get a crazy winter.
Okay.
So that's the wonderful thing about that. So okra's one that I love. Of course, collards is a great leafy you can do. Collards and kale, actually. So that's another one that you can plant.
So kale you can plant in the summertime.
Start planting kale now. You can still do your kale. Kale is tough.
Yeah.
So tough one. It'll be, when you harvest it, it'll taste a little bit tougher, but you're gonna cook it anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay. So kale, quinoa is a fun one I love.
Yes.
Quinoa is great. It's just fun. If you know anybody with chickens, you want great eggs. This is your protein for your chicken eggs. So quinoa, extraordinary. And of course, it's summertime. We want peppers. Peppers you can't go wrong with. But right now, time for Halloween. It's get ready for Halloween. It's pumpkin season. Start planting your pumpkins now. So I'm gonna create that microclimate. So I got some tall things I'm gonna do, sunflowers. I've got the pumpkins that are gonna be like a ground cover, creating that low air that keeps that cool, keeps the soil cool, and then everybody else is just gonna crowd. It's like taking a bunch of cousins to the park. If I just went to the park by myself, I'm like,
what am I gonna do?
I'm sitting on the swing just kicking rocks, I was sitting around the merry-go-round. No, if I take a few cousins with me, we're gonna make up a game. We're gonna figure something out and go have fun. So the more friends, the more cousins you have in that garden, the happier that garden's gonna be.
So it's all about family, and your example here, this is amazing to me. You showed me these 2 orange trees.
Yeah.
Planted at the same time.
Yes.
Same food, same water, same everything.
Same everything.
This is ridiculous, the difference in how much this one has grown.
Yeah.
And the only difference is this microclimate.
It's the community.
So he's got cousins.
Yeah.
It's all about family.
It's all about that. So that's a big piece. So again, community garden, it's one in the same. Really, when you create a garden, you have it's its own community. These living entities are the garden. They are their own community. So that's a big piece of it. And we go out there. We're still nature. We're part of nature too. Humans don't think you're anything special. I'm higher and mightier than nature. You're part of nature too. Hey, to the wolf, you taste just as good as a little ground squirrel. So mind yourself, humans. You are nature.
Humble yourself.
Yes. So get out there and be like nature. Be a part of nature. Go be a part of. Didn't your grandmother have the best garden? Everybody's grandma and great grandma had the best garden.
Right.
Why? They were out there taking their energy and giving it to they were participating in that community. They were out there singing, harmonizing like a bee does, all the frequencies, and they're just bringing their energy to it, bringing their life to it. So a big piece, I know.
So it's all about playing and having a good time. Really, that's what it is.
That's what gardening is.
Just what you would do. If you're feeling sick, exactly how you would take care of yourself, that's how you take care of the plants.
Exactly.
Right? So bottom line, we're in Arizona. It's hot right now, so we have to deal with this. But I think what you're talking about, it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the temperature. Treat it like home.
Exactly.
And everything will flourish.
Yep.
Right? So tell me again, those 3 things.
So the 3 things you want to do for your garden right now when it's getting hot: protect your plants. Just get the sun off them a little bit more. All right, then you're gonna replenish them.
Okay.
Hydrate a little more, and a gentle nutrient. Compost tea, compost tea. And then lastly, you want to make sure we go ahead and we create more community microclimate. So plant more plants, get some more things out there. Local nurseries are bustling. They're looking for more business, but also they've got the plants that you're looking for that are ready for summer.
Got it.
So that's the thing you want to do.
All right, so you got it. There's absolutely no reason for your plants, your garden, anything around the house to be suffering. We're not suffering. They shouldn't suffer. So, Vynnie, I can't even talk. I mean, what is this? Hey guys, thanks for watching. Keep everybody healthy, and everybody includes your plant in your garden. Don't forget to share the video. Thanks for watching.
Movie theaters is this.
See, I'm like no.
See, he was
I'm just
considerate.
right
Vynnie looked.
I'm on airplane. I'm airplane mode. I'm always airplane.
Don't put me on the plane, Vynnie. I ain't on the plane with you.
We could be at the movies.
That's it.
Do the best you can with it.
Is it too dark?